Hey, what's up, guys? It's Bullseye. Back again with another comic book haul. Sorry, I have been MIA recently. Like a lot of you, just been a little busy now that the summer's over. I'm actually a teacher, and so that's why I've been busy back to school and all that. But a cool thing about being a teacher, if you don't know this, you get 20% off extra at Second and Charles. And I know a lot of you have been hitting up their deals recently. I have too. But what's really cool is I get 20%. That stacks with any sale they have. So you can do the buy five, get five, the $5 coupon, and the 20%. And I get some crazy deals. So let's see what's up first. This was actually from a flea market recently, and I paid $20 for the three of these. So this is kind of this is a J. Scott Campbell cover that's pretty popular. It can go to like 30 or 40 bucks. So that was cool. It was one I've been looking for. Reanimator, always trying to pick up horror. And I got this Warlord of Mars. This is kind of the red sketch variant of the Risque cover. So I don't know, for 20 bucks, I don't think that's too bad. Let's see. And then I paid $3 each for these. This was in a new bin in my LCS. They usually only have like a $5 bin or a $1, and then priced issues, and so $3 was kind of new. Took a look, found 8, 9, and I was really pleased to get a really nice sharp copy of 10. This is an upgrade to the last one that I showed in a previous haul. Really clean. So yeah, those are, if you don't know, guys, those are kind of a key because it's the first Black costume and first Venom in the animated comics. And then everything with a blue sticker here was from a shop that does $2, which I don't love. I wish they had an actual dollar bin, but so I did pick up a couple of books to fill in some holes. So this is number 4. This was just one of the early Captain America that I was missing. This is, I think 6 is where Bucky's or Winter Soldier's first appearance is, and I do have that one. I have the A cover for that. So this was just one I was missing and needed that to fill in that hole. Cable and Deadpool 16. Also, what was really annoying is so many of these books were beat to shit, and they wanted $2 for like a dollar book that was like destroyed. Deadpool Max number 7. Actually, really cool Black Widow cover here. And what is this number? So that was 7. This is 3. Those are out of order. Looks like he's fighting a Nazi dominatrix. I don't know, but that's dope. So this one, I'm throwing it in because it's with all the other Deadpools, but I did find this for super cheap, probably like 20% off, 50 cents or something, from the 2NC find. This is a Clayton Crane cover for Deadpool number 1. And then, so we're back to the $2. This is Deadpool 26, 27, 22, 23. It's a cool cover with the Avengers. 24, 25. It's like 3D. 28, Captain America. $1.33. So that's all I picked up from the $2 shop. Also, guys, I'm going to have timestamps in the description because I didn't put all the keys up front. Especially, I'm going to show some horror books towards the end. There's some good stuff in there. Let me see here. Okay. Went ahead and grabbed this. This is Spider-Man 3, the movie prequel. This is the Target. I guess there's two of these. This one is the Target exclusive. She's back a little bit. So then I grabbed this just because it looked cool with Ant-Man. This is Spider-Man Annual, ASM Annual number 24. And then I got a late run issue of Black Panther. This is for that volume 3 I've been trying to complete. And was really happy to find this. This is so up my alley. And yeah, this was probably like I said, this was probably 50 cents or less actually. I think this was a Toys R Us giveaway from looking it up. At least that's what I think CLZ says. So, but just so cool to have the. You got Bo Jackson, Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky. So cool. I forget what the name of that cartoon was that they were in. It's escaping me. Mega Man. I like to pick these up. The Udon Mega Man books. I think I have Master Mix number 4. This was number 1, and it was a fried pied variant. It was all down to $2, so I paid half that, less than half of that. Trying to get all these. I just really like the art in these Witchblade mangas. Just honestly really pretty. Now this was the big grab. This was probably the most valuable book I picked up. So this trip I was actually digging with Funny Books from Instagram with a PH. I'll put a link to his Instagram. Some really awesome stuff. Really cool guy to dig with, knows his stuff. I know he collects Spawn, and I found a huge pocket of Spawn, like mostly late run issues that I know are lower print, harder to find. So I just looked through, and there was I figured I would grab 1 or 2 and then just, let him have it, the rest of them. And I did look them up in Key Collector, and this 166 showed up as low print, so I was like, I'll grab this one and let him have the rest. I did not find out till I got home. This is a second printing of 166, limited to 3,000 copies, and I think the most recent one had sold for 80 something, 86 or something, plus shipping. So huge grab. Probably going to be trading that to my friend who has very similar tastes as me, who also collects Spawn. And then I just grabbed this because it was a newsstand. Nice, a pretty clean newsstand copy of 23. I don't really go hard after Spawn, but I'll grab the keys or the valuable stuff, and wouldn't mind. I grab a newsstand too when I see it. Be kind of cool to complete all newsstands. This is Death Talks About Life. This was like a PSA about AIDS. So that was cool. It's very thin. It's not even a full comic, but been looking for that. This is Detective Comics 647. His first appearance is Stephanie Brown, who becomes Spoiler, Robin, one of the Robins, the female Robin, and then she becomes Batgirl too for a bit. I think. Hope I'm right on that. This is a Batman. This is kind of like a Marvel must-haves, but for DC, like a double feature. This is Hush, 608 and 609. So I just thought it was a cool cover. Cool Jim Lee art that I hadn't seen before for the series, so I grabbed it. It did look like it was. I didn't look it up, but I did afterwards, and it does look valuable, semi-valuable. I grab these anytime I found a nice copy for $1 or under. I just love Batman fighting the Klan. Like, what's cooler than that? Picked up another one of these, Joker Asylum, The Joker. I think I'm going to trade that to a buddy who likes Joker stuff as well. This, I just thought it was kind of just a cool cover, impulse buy. Obviously, Killing Joke references and probably tie in. You know, you got Joker, Batgirl, and Oracle there, so just thought that was cool. And just grab that because it's Joker. Man, what were they thinking with that hair, though? I guess it was just how everybody's hair was back then. That was what cool hair looked like. My buddy pulled this for me when we were digging. He said this was first Jesse Quick, so I was like, fine, I will grab it. And then DC Rebirth, #1, first print. I'd been looking for this for a while. Actually, this was something Funny Books found, and I traded him something I had just found for it. I think a Marvel The End #1, which I already have. This is Kick-Ass #3. This is the first appearance of Hit Girl. And I think this is a good book to buy. She's still in her ongoing, like the original Kick-Ass, I think, is dead. But Hit Girl's still Hit Girl. So I grab issue 3 anytime I see it. I mean, I grab 1 too, but Pax Romana, I had talked about this before, was very happy to find #1. It's just kind of a hard to find series, Jonathan Hickman, and it's something like the Vatican gets time travel and sends back like modern soldiers to ancient Rome, and things start going wrong, basically. So I've been looking for this for a while, and I found 1, and I found 2. I found 1, 3. This is 3, which I think I had found before, and I found 4 here. So I think I'm missing just #2. Now this one I didn't know anything about, but it's also Hickman, and it looked very similar. So I figured I would just go ahead and grab these. This is 1, 2, and 3 of Red Mass for Mars. So getting towards our horror. Some really cool stuff in there. So we got Criminal by Brubaker. This is #1. That's really the only reason I grabbed it, just because it was a #1. We'll see if I like it. And I grabbed Incognito #1. Just #1 grabs. Found a couple purples there. I needed this one, and I gave the other ones to Funny Books. Annihilation Conquest #1. And this is, if you guys don't know, this series is awesome. It's kind of like a twisted version of Marvel's. It's kind of like like a dark multiverse version of the Marvel Universe. Like everything goes wrong and everything is twisted. Like Hulk has a bunch of tumors, for example, when he hulks out. This one, I keep finding this book in a dollar bin, but I just think it's a really cool crossover. think this is my third copy, so I had to grab it. Okay, so now we're to the horror stuff, and this was some of the stuff I was most excited to find. And you got a little sneak peek of these if you follow me on Instagram. Speaking of, follow me on Instagram. I'll put a link in the description, as I always do. But yeah, this was the big get. There was no number one. But like I said, I probably paid less than 50 cents for all of these. Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash. This is number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5, and I actually think this is a duplicate. I think I found a number 5 previously. And a number 6. So all I need is 1, and I'll have that whole series. Was really happy to find that. And some Marvel Zombies. This is Marvel Zombies 2. 3. Marvel Zombies 2, number 3. And 4. And 5. Recreating a lot of the classic covers there. Really happy to find these as well. There's a lot of cool Army of Darkness crossovers, but this is, I think, the only one that he crosses over with Marvel. So, Marvel Zombies vs. Army of Darkness, number 1. Number 2, I think I got a couple doubles of these just because they were so cheap and I just hadn't seen much of them out in the wild. Or, you know what, I have, but they've always been beat up. Too low grade. And these were nice, so I just grabbed them. Maybe I'll put together a set for trade or something. And then after this, only one more stack, kind of short today. So just some Army of Darkness books. I think this is volume 2, I believe. This is number 7. Number 8. Number 9. I'm at 15 here. 21 is kind of funny. Kind of funny cover there. 22. 26. 27. And then we got the last stack of books here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please leave a like if you did. So I grabbed this for Dr. Giggles. This is, I think, his first appearance in comics. This is where they told his story in Dark Horse Presents, and then it was later printed in a 2-issue mini. It was reprinted. So that was 64 and then 65. I think it's my second copy of 64. And then I just thought this was cool. This is Dark Horse Insider. There's a few of these I grabbed. I thought this one was worth grabbing. It looks like they do a set visit to the making of the movie. Night of the Living Dead, Barbara Zombie Chronicles, if you ever wanted to know what happened to Barbara after the end of the first movie. Nightmare Theater. This is Chaos Comics. I just thought it was a cool cover. And it said Classic Monsters. Nightmare Theater, number 4. That one I just showed was 3. And then also Monster Matinee. This is number 3. Celebrating the monster movies of the 60s. And we're back to this one. I snuck it in. So, yeah, guys, please like, subscribe, comment. I hope you enjoyed that one. I'll definitely be picking up some more, try to have some more keys in the next one. All right, happy hunting.